When it comes to flying to, from, and within the United States, three big legacy carriers usually appear among a wide array of options. Whether you're in a major American metropolis or a smaller city, you may have a choice between flying American, Delta, or United. Let's compare these three full-service airlines and see which one is the best choice for travelers. If you have a true choice between all three carriers when flying between cities, customer satisfaction should be top of mind. Consumer insight firm J.D. Power regularly publishes lists ranking companies and their products, including the traveler satisfaction with airlines. The company scored the big three U.S. carriers for its 2021 North America Airline Satisfaction Study, doing so using 8 factors: aircraft, baggage, boarding, check-in, cost and fees, flight crew, in-flight services, and reservation. The 2021 study measured passenger satisfaction among both business and leisure travelers and was based on responses from 2,309 passengers. So how did the airlines do? Well, out of a potential 1,000 points, Delta Airlines ranked highest in customer satisfaction with a score of 860. J.D. Power notes that this is the first time Delta has ranked the highest since 1995. United Airlines came in second with 810 points, while American Airlines was third with 791 points. With the industry average sitting at 820 points, we can see that United and American came in just slightly below average. While Skytrax and its ratings have been controversial at times, we can note that all three airlines are listed by the organization as 3-star airlines. However, customers that took the time to review and rate the airlines on Skytrax airline quality review site offered these ratings: American, 3 out of 10, United, 3 out of 10, Delta, 4 out of 10. Let's now move on to on-time performance and punctuality using OAG's July 2021 list for most punctual airlines around the world. Within the North America category, here is how the big three stacked up in terms of on-time flight percentage. Highest among our three carriers, Delta Airlines was the third most punctual airline in North America with a score of 84.8% for its 135,629 flights. It also had an impressive cancellation rate of 0.3%. Next up, American Airlines was 12th on the list with a score of 74.5% for its 179,582 flights. This airline's cancellation rate was 1.7%. Finally, United Airlines came in 13th with 70.7% over 126,129 flights. Its cancellation rate was 2.4%. Ranking 12th and 13th may not sound the best. However, a major factor is the number of flights an airline operates. After all, if an airline operates only one flight per week and it's always on time, it would score 100%. Therefore, with OAG readjusting for the number of flights, American comes in first place, with Delta second, and United in third. Turning to baggage handling, the U.S. Department of Transportation, or DOT, published a list last year showing just how likely U.S. carriers were to lose baggage. For the DOT, a lost bag is considered as such when it's been misplaced for over 21 days. Reporting on data compiled between 2012 and 2018, Forbes notes that airlines in the US lost on average about 2 bags out of every 1,000. When it comes to our three carriers, American Airlines turned out to be the worst for lost baggage, losing an average of 4.3 bags per 1,000 passengers. Meanwhile, United Airlines lost 2.9 bags per 1,000 and Delta lost just 1.55 bags per 1,000. Depending on how much you travel, the amount of destinations might play a factor in which airline is best for you. Unfortunately, the current number of destinations each airline serves is probably not the most accurate or indicative of its reach, given the global health crisis. Indeed, many airlines are still in the process of restoring their full pre-pandemic networks. Thus, the following August 2021 numbers, as listed by flightconnections.com, should definitely be taken with a grain of salt. United Airlines serves 252 domestic destinations and 128 international destinations in 68 countries. Delta serves 216 domestic destinations and 77 international destinations in 51 countries. American Airlines serves 233 domestic destinations and 124 international destinations in 61 countries. So for August 2021, United wins out in terms of the number of destinations, both domestic and international, as well as the number of countries served. Considering service in specific parts of the world, the maps provided by Flight Connections indicate that all airlines are fairly lacking in their service to Central Asia, South Asia, and the Middle East. However, Delta stands out as not serving India at all, while American and United fly to multiple destinations in the country. Meanwhile, American Airlines' weak spot is the African continent, with 0 destinations served there. However, it should be noted that global reach isn't limited to the flights operated by our 3 US carriers. Indeed, we can look at the alliances that each airline is a part of and consider connectivity through partnerships. United and its membership in the Star Alliance will win out in terms of global connectivity. If the airline can't fully fly you to your destination itself, you'll probably be able to complete the journey with another Star Alliance member. Some strong carriers in this alliance include, but are not limited to, Air Canada for Canada, Turkish Airlines with extensive coverage throughout the Middle East, Central Asia and Africa, Ethiopian Airlines and its coverage of Sub-Saharan Africa, and Lufthansa for various European cities. Meanwhile, American's strongest partners in terms of connectivity are British Airways for Europe and Qatar Airways for the Middle East, Africa, and Central and South Asia. For destinations in East Asia and Oceania, Cathay Pacific will be a decent connecting airline. For Delta and the SkyTeam alliance, Air France and KLM should cover most of Europe and onward flights to the Middle East and Africa. Additionally, Kenya Airways serves many destinations across Sub-Saharan Africa, while Aero Mexico will connect Americans with many cities in Central America, with a few in South America. Our study today didn't go into specific onboard products or the lounges provided by each carrier, nor does it look at airline pricing, which is currently in flux and varies greatly with the destination and time of year. These may certainly be factors that'll make an airline better for one traveller versus another. However, to wrap this video up, it looks like Delta shines brightest when it comes to the passenger experience, scoring the highest in customer satisfaction. This score makes sense considering that it loses the fewest bags, cancels the fewest flights, and performs well with punctuality. United Airlines appears to perform best in terms of having the most connections, both domestically and internationally, something that is further amplified with its major Star Alliance partners. Of course, a major downside is that it has the highest cancellation rate among its peers. Although it leads the country in terms of capacity it offers, American Airlines appears to be customers' least favorite of the 3 carriers, having the lowest customer satisfaction score while also losing the most bags, albeit a fairly small percentage. Hopefully, with all of these metrics presented, you have a better idea of which airline might be best for you. Does the data presented here line up with your own experiences? Or do you think this list needs to be rearranged? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. In addition to our daily YouTube videos, Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles and a podcast every week. If you're looking for the latest aviation news and insights, visit simpleflying.com. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe before you go.